Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Um, so we're now in a new year, and a new year for me spells out disaster with the van because I've got a whole load of new errors with my dashboard. I've got lights coming on, ABS and something else, can't remember what. So just now what I've done is I've come to the lockup and I'm putting the diagnostics tool on. I'm going to give it a wee run, see what codes I get. I think I'm needing the new cables that go to the rear brakes. So when I did the handbrake cables, I think I've maybe stretched the electrical cables or something. Something's not quite right. So we'll have a look at it, investigate it, see if we can put it right. Now I don't know if I have to have this started up for the reader to work here, so we'll give it a wee start anyway, just to make sure that it's communicating. "2004, it's ancient, Movano, diagnostics, that'll be ABS. Right, I'm just turning the radio off there so don't get any copyrights. Active test. Not entirely sure what I'm doing here, guys. Trouble codes. Incorrect signal. Right, so it's definitely the rear right wheel. So we'll check that the cable's plugged in. It's maybe going to need a new one. Right, so that's the ABS lights and everything turned off, but very temporary fix, because the minute I start driving again, probably I'll get the erratic signal and it'll just illuminate again. So yeah, I'll get underneath the van, have a look, and just make sure there's nothing in the ABS rings and stuff like that. Could be as simple as a little bit of dirt in one of the little, so the ABS ring is kind of sits on the hub and there's a load of holes all the way around, and the speed of them passing the sensor dictates the signal. So if there is one of these holes filled with some sort of foreign object, some bit of rust or whatever, it'll give you an erratic signal and trigger these warning lights on the dash. So yeah, we'll get under there and have a look, make sure they're clear, make sure that the lead's in fact plugged in properly and stuff. This error only came up after I fitted the handbrake cable, so I feel like it's something I've done. I think while I'm down here at my garage as well, guys, I think I'm going to put this little battery, and this is a motorbike battery. I'm going to put that on charge while I'm here, because time of year, we're into really cold temperatures just now, and the batteries just don't seem to keep the life in them, especially the one from the Harley Davidson Sportsters. So there's two of them in there, and the batteries, because they've got an alarm system and stuff, they just need topped up. So if you try and crank the bike, I've been sitting for a wee while, you just kind of get like a starter click, and that's just because the voltage has dropped in these batteries. So what I like to do is just try and keep them conditioned, periodically giving them a charge off the bus while I'm here. So I've got this little gadget here. This is the battery charger. Gives you a little digital display as well to see what life's in the battery as well when you're charging it. And I just plug straight into my power inverter. There's always plenty of power in the van anyway, just to charge batteries up, because I've got the split charge relay. Obviously the solar panel's not doing much at this time of year, but yeah, we'll get that plugged in, get that battery on charge, and see where it's sitting, see if there's any life left in it. So we're all set up there, guys. That's my wee charging station for this now. So just hit the switch here on the power inverter. Everything will come to life here on this charger. So it's just sitting at sort of 10.2 volts, which the battery should probably sit at between 12.8 and 13.2 for a healthy battery. So we'll get it charging anyway, and hopefully it'll keep its charge once it's topped up. So there we see it, guys. That's the charge going into the battery, and it just ticks away nicely. I don't know how long it'll take before it's up in power, but certainly while I'm here we'll top it up. So I've come here to do one task, as you know. When we started this video I was on about my ABS and that, but as you can see I've got Pearl, my XJ900 running away there. We've decided that because of the cold weather and stuff, probably best just to get these batteries all in. So yeah, that's pretty much my day for just now. The alarm was going off on my Harley Davidson and I couldn't get it to disconnect. So I think what you're meant to do is turn the ignition on, reset it, tell the system that you're ready to take the battery out pretty much. And then that doesn't happen, but a lesson learned anyway. Right, so I popped a mother lockup and I picked up a chain and sprocket for, I've got a wee AGS in the shed that I'm going to get put together anyway. But yeah, I've just left this bus sitting, got a lift from Old Man there, so we just left this sitting, left that battery charging. Let's check it out. So it's certainly recovering anyway. I can't remember what it was when we left, but let's see if I can turn that off. I'm going to hear a wee shimmy underneath here. So it's this this cable here. Now, there is a bit of a kink there. I'm thinking there's something quite a wee bit wrong with this cable, so that's certainly so it must connect in there. Right, so I have been underneath it there, as you saw. I've had a look at that cable. The connection block actually seems okay. I was wondering if it was maybe getting a bit of water ingress in there or something, which was maybe possibly freezing up because of the time of year. But yeah, nothing there. So followed it around to the actual sensor at the ABS rings, and as I poked my fingers in there, I couldn't really see anything because it was quite dark, and obviously I couldn't be bothered jacking the van up and having a proper look. But there did seem to be a wee bit of rust in there in between the sensor and the ring. So I think everything is needing a bit of a clean up. I'm going to go and drive the van anyway and see if that light comes back on. Hopefully it stays off for a wee while. But yeah, certainly as the better weather comes in, I think this year, because I've had to get welding done and stuff, I think the best thing would be to get underneath the van, give it a proper under seal, and start actually taking better care of it. I just use it as a runaround and a workhorse. And it's probably not doing the van any good. I think it's probably getting to the point where I need to get my door painted, start looking after the van, get it looking all prim and proper again, and I think I'll probably just buy myself a little runabout, a wee car of some sort, so I'm not sort of using the van on an everyday basis. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's certainly a plan for the coming months. But for now, just end this video here. Thank you for watching. Not a lot of content in this video. To be honest, it's far too cold to be doing anything here at the lockup. It's the time of year. I'm just bored. But thanks for watching anyway, and hopefully there'll be better content in the future videos to come. Bye for now. So there we are, guys. We've got all the lights off. This is the first drive. I'm just about to leave the lockup, and I think the light's going to come on straight away as I sort of pull away. There we go, back on. So yeah, another bit of investigatory work to be done. I think I'll just order new cables and change them. I might have to change the rings on the hubs.